Hello, and welcome to our Do Some Good webinar, all about effortlessly managing and optimizing the entire lifecycle of any application-based program, all while seamlessly collecting impact stories. Some of you may know there are a ton of application management tools out there. So what makes Do Some Good unique and different? Well, are you tired of struggling with software that feels like it's stuck in the past, drowning in busy work that takes time away from what really matters, frustrated by delays and feeling like your voice isn't heard, wasting precious hours trying to sift through data that doesn't tell your story, or feeling overwhelmed by the effort it takes to share your successes with the world? Well, say hello to a new era with Do Some Good. Here's how we're different. Enjoy a user-friendly and fun interface designed with you in mind. Automate admin tasks so you can reclaim your hours and focus on more meaningful work. Be in the driver's seat for your entire application process. No more waiting. Make changes anytime on your own. Have your questions answered and your voice heard. Every customer is important to us, no matter the size. Get instant access to impact data and automate the collection of impact stories, which is something no other platform is doing. And automate the sharing of those great stories. With just one click, broadcast your impact across all of your channels, reaching new customers and top talent. With Do Some Good, efficiency, empowerment, and impact come together seamlessly. Let's get into the focus for today's webinar. We'll show you how you can quickly launch programs that keep applicants engaged and excited, how our tools streamline your workflows, allowing your team more time to innovate, strategize, and make an even bigger impact. How you can effortlessly gather and report on impact data to showcase the good you do. And we're going to give you a sneak peek at some new features that will make your application review process even easier. But first, because there are people here who may not know what Do Some Good is, let me quickly explain. Do Some Good is a community engagement platform made up of businesses like yourselves who truly want to give back, community organizations who keep our community strong, and individuals in the community who care and want to be involved. This structure is another way we are very different from other platforms out there. With Do Some Good, each of these audiences can easily talk to each other, leave each other testimonials, and share stories about each other's impact. It's a unique community ecosystem that helps the whole community thrive. For businesses, we have three main buckets of value: automated storytelling, both the collection and the distribution, streamlining donation sponsorship requests, and employee volunteerism. And the best part, because of community-minded businesses who pay to use the platform, all community organizations and individuals can use Do Some Good for free. This saves community organizations thousands of dollars a year that they can reinvest back into the community. Okay, ready to make your day-to-day work life easier? Let's dig in. First up, let's look at how Do Some Good helps you kick off any application-based program in record time, and how you can make things easy for your applicants and foster connections throughout the entire application process. Do Some Good's versatile form system works for any application you need for your programs. Whether you're managing donations, sponsorships, awards, scholarships, bursaries, or surveys, the possibilities are endless. Launch your program in just hours, not weeks or months, with our ready-made templates and intuitive drag-and-drop form builder. Let me show you how quick and easy this really is. I'm going to create a donation request form using one of our ready-made templates. I'm in the management area on the Forms and Story Generator page. I'll start by clicking the New Form button. Now, you can start with a blank form, or you can use one of our ready-made templates. And these have been built using industry best practices to give you a head start. So we're going to choose donation and sponsorship request form template. And here we can name our form whatever we want. Now, we land in the easy-to-use Do Some Good drag and drop form builder. And you can totally use this template just as is. You can publish it, grab your link, and your form is out the door in minutes. Or you can customize the template however you like. Now, the most important thing to know is that you have full control and autonomy when it comes to editing your forms. You do not have to wait on Do Some Good to update your form, change a message for you, nothing. Okay, so let's say we do want to make a few changes to this template. Let's add some company branding. How about an image? If you've ever used a program like MailChimp before, this works in a very similar way. To add a field to the form, I simply drag the image field into my form and drop it into place. Then I upload my image. At any time, you can preview your form so you can see the changes you make. I just click Save and Preview Form. And there, you can see the image we just added. Now you can also change the background color of your form. We just go to Appearance Settings, and you can choose a color here, or you can add a specific hex code for your brand. And if we preview our form again, you can see your background color. Now, there are a lot of ways to customize each of the fields in your form as well, so you get exactly the responses you need. I'm going to click on the organization name field. You'll see the properties window here pop up, and you can change things like the label for the field, the placeholder text, supporting text, and you can choose whether the field is required or not. You can also create nested questions to truncate your form by clicking the eyeball or set visibility criteria button. Now let me show you what nested questions look like once they're set up. You can see a question here. What type of support are you looking for? Now, if an applicant clicks cash or in-kind donation, more questions unfold. If an applicant clicks sponsorship, a different set of questions unfold. Now, nested questions save time for both your applicants and your team. Applicants are often time-strapped and can be intimidated by a long form, so using nested questions will increase uptake. And your team and reviewers save time since you only need to review what's actually been filled out. Now, while I'm here, I'll also show you that our donation and sponsorship request template has a storytelling question built right in. You can see this question here. Have you received a donation or sponsorship from us in the past? If the applicant clicks yes, they fill out a few impact questions and then carry on with the rest of the application. Our story generator tool pulls each of those responses and auto creates a story complete with a photo, rights cleared, that's ready to edit or post. Now you can set any field as a storytelling question right here in the properties window by clicking suitable for stories. The awesome thing about including storytelling questions right in a donation request form is that the applicant is already invested in filling out the form. So they're very likely to fill out the impact questions too. This leads to a much higher participation rate for impact stories than when you manually email organizations one by one. Check out our webinar on automating the collection of impact stories to dig into this powerful feature some more. If you're a Do Some Good customer, you can find the webinar on your homepage in your management area. If you're not yet on Do Some Good, zip us an email at info@dosomegood.ca and we'll send you the recording. Okay, one last cool thing to show you in Form Builder. When you're building your form or editing a template, you'll want to keep your entire end-to-end application process in mind, which means you'll want to incorporate review questions right in your form. Now, this is super easy using two of our great features, quick sets and internal admin fields. Quick sets are simply a group of questions that you can save to reuse in any other future program. You can keep these private for yourself or share them so your whole team has access to the quick set, creating even more consistency and time savings. For example, I created a reviewer quick set, which includes all the questions I want our reviewers to answer when submissions come in. In this example, I'm not only leveraging quick sets to save me time, I'm also using internal admin fields that only can be seen by admins. All I need to do is drag the quick set in here to the top of my form. And now when my reviewers go to review a submission, they will see these questions. To ensure these questions are kept internal and not seen by applicants filling out the form, each of these review questions has been marked as an internal field, admin only. Now, the possibilities for internal admin fields are endless. You could track whether an application aligns with specific UN SDGs. You could track info for your accounts payable department like GL codes. Really, whatever data or info you need behind the scenes to make your process and reporting as easy as possible. Okay, so you've used a ready-made template to save time. You've made some tweaks, have set up things for your reviewers, and your form is good to go. Let's go ahead and publish the form. You may be thinking, no, I'm not ready for anyone to see it yet. Well, no worries. You can go ahead and publish your form and no one can access it until you share the link. Once you publish, you land here back on your Forms tab. Now, there are a few other things you can customize for your form that will help save you time and make communication extra clear for applicants. I'm just going to click the Manage button and then Edit Details. On this page, you can change your form name and description, customize a thank you message for after the form is submitted. You can choose the start date when you'll start accepting submissions. Now, this is great if you want to get your web page set up with the application link before the start date and don't want the link to be live yet. And you can set the form expiry date and the message so you don't have to wait up until midnight, the last day, to pull that link off your website. As you can see, lots of ways to set things up to make your life easier. Okay, so you've set all these details and you're ready to share your form. You just click the share button and you have a few options. You can simply grab the URL and add it to your communications. You can push a link to your form out as a story on Do Some Good or on social media pages, or you can use a QR code in your communications if you like. You can use the sample message here that has your link built right into it to save you time. And coming soon, you'll optionally be able to have any live form show up on your Do Some Good profile page and the Good Companies page. Okay, let's say your form is live on your website and ready to accept applications. So what does the applicant's experience look like? Well, we've recently made some exciting updates based on customer feedback that helps out the applicant and saves your admins from having to respond to applicants wondering about the status of their application. Every application now auto-saves, so applicants never have to worry about losing their progress. They can leave and come back to the form as often as they want. To get back to their application or to check the statuses of a submitted application, they just need to click the Form Submissions tab right on their personal profile. Applicants also receive timely notifications and optional email updates to keep them informed and engaged throughout the entire process. So we've walked through how quick and easy it is to launch and customize your application and how your applicants are kept engaged while saving you time. So let's say the end date on your application has passed and now you have a bunch of submissions to process and review. We've worked hard to automate as many repetitive tasks as possible. Let me show you some of this built-in efficiency. This is a screenshot of your submissions tab in your management area, where all of your applications come into one place. You have powerful sorting, searching, and filtering options so you can quickly find exactly the submissions you need. This is especially helpful if you have multiple programs running at once. You can advance applications through different states or stages with one click. Later, we'll show you how you can also choose to have a message automatically sent to an applicant each time you change the state. And you can make changes to multiple submissions at once or message all applicants in just seconds with our bulk change option. Do Some Good is jam-packed with features like these that help you say goodbye to tedious tasks and hello to efficiency. So submissions are rolling in and they need to be reviewed. What does your review process look like today? Is it anything like this? Perhaps you're manually printing, scanning, and emailing submissions to your reviewers. Perhaps your inbox gets full with reviewer feedback about the applications. And perhaps you then need to enter that feedback into a spreadsheet and sort through it. Do Some Good eliminates all of this busy work and makes things easy for your team and your reviewers, centralizing things all in one location. Let's walk through how simple your review process can be. First, you assign submissions to your reviewers, and that's the only step you need to take. The rest of this process is fully automated. And in fact, we're working on an auto assignment feature, so you won't even need to take this first step. So once you assign a submission, your reviewer gets an email. They click one button and they're taken to the submission in the Do Some Good platform. The reviewer only sees the pages, tabs, and submissions in the platform that they have permission to see. Your reviewer answers questions about the submissions that you've set up in your form, and coming soon are features that will allow you to assign a weight and a score to questions. And then you end up with a report of all your reviewer feedback on your submissions that you can access anytime you want. Your application review process can be that easy using Do Some Good. Fully online versus manual work. Minutes of your time instead of days. And our newest feature helps make this all happen. Introducing roles and owner groups. First up, roles. You can now create a limited admin role and dictate which pages and tabs that person can access and manage, which we just saw in the review process I showed you. Roles are great for two main reasons. One, you can create a simplified and streamlined experience for people so they aren't overwhelmed by all of the other management tools. And two, roles keep your management area and data more secure so that no one accidentally sees or makes changes to something they shouldn't. Our other new feature is owner groups. An owner group is simply a collection of 2 or more admins. You could set up a group, add all of your reviewers to it, and assign submissions to the whole group at once. A great time saver. You can learn all about roles and owner groups in the Do Some Good Help Center. The features are currently in beta, but when they're ready, Do Some Good customers will have access to them at no additional cost. Okay, so we've seen how quickly you can launch an application, keep applicants engaged, cut out a ton of busy work, and set up a stellar review process. Time to talk about measurement and reporting. First up, how all of the decisions you make about applications are tracked so your team and reviewers are always in the know. For applications that involve money, like donation and sponsorship requests, all funding decisions you make are clearly tracked. When you go to change a state on a submission, you can see the original amount requested and can optionally enter the actual amount you plan to donate. For example, here you see that an organization originally asked for $1,000, but you've decided to provide $500 instead. These values, both the original amount and any updates, are clearly tracked on the submission details page in the total amounts box, in the activity log, and in your reporting. So all of your admins and reviewers always know where things are at. When you change the state of a submission, you also have the choice to notify the applicant of any changes you've made, and we'll send them a generic message. But if you'd like, you can add a personalized message and save it as your default. You can set a default message for any of the different states. Here you can see we've saved an approval message. This is a huge time saver since you only have to set this message once instead of retyping or copying it each time. With Do Some Good, you have access to real-time metrics so you can track and report on your impact goals. Again, no waiting on us to provide you with data or reports. Everything's at your fingertips at all times. Your Forms dashboard is your central data hub for your applications. Real-time data like number of applications submitted, number of pending, approved, or paid applications, and even the number of auto-created stories that have come in about your impact. And in your Reports tab, you'll find a report for each form you create with a full data dump of all the fields in your form, all submitted responses, and any reviewer feedback as part of your process. You have the ability to sort your report by any date range, so you can zero in on exactly the data you need. And you can easily export your reports into a CSV file and use your preferred spreadsheet software for further analysis. One quick tip here about reports. Did you know you can customize the column headers in your report to whatever you like? The default column headers in your reports is the field label. So in this example, the column header would be the entire question. What will the funds be used for? Instead, we shorten this to funds used for by going to the properties window for that question. Just another option to fully customize your process and experience. And finally, Do Some Good can help save major time when it comes to creating annual reports. From key impact data points in your dashboard and reports to a catalog of rich, authentic stories in your business profile, you have a ton of content ready to go, giving your annual report process a head start. We've made it super easy to export this content. With one click, you can export any story and have the option to customize the size and a few key parameters so you can easily insert this great content right into your annual report. Okay, we've almost come to the end. Let's do a quick recap of what we've talked about today. Whether you're currently using a platform for your application process that you're not thrilled with, or you're doing a lot of manual work with spreadsheets and emails, we get it and understand those pain points. That's why we built these features and tools that not only address those challenges, but transforms your end-to-end application process, saving you significant time. We've showed you how you can quickly launch programs that keep applicants engaged and excited, streamline your workflows, allowing your team more time to innovate, strategize, and make an even bigger impact, and how you can effortlessly gather and report on impact data to showcase the good you do. If you're a Do Some Good customer, we're always here to help answer any questions or hop on a call to strategize how to best set up your next program. For those of you who are interested in learning more about Do Some Good and having a personalized demo, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line at info@dosomegood.ca. Okay, that brings us to the end of our webinar. If I could ask for just one small favor, it would be that you share this video out to everyone in your social impact network that you think would benefit. Once again, thank you for taking the time of your day to learn more about Do Some Good and the powerful features that will make your life easier.